Namaste. Without mathematics, there is nothing you can do. Everything around you is mathematics, and everything around you are just numbers. You can subscribe to our channel for more such amazing posts. Hope you will watch the video till end, get master on it. Before I share Vedic maths tricks for rapid calculation, let me give you a brief introduction on Vedic maths so that you don't have to check the internet to get the definition of Vedic maths. And these mathematic tricks will be helpful in all the competitive exams like IBPS, SBI, PGCET, KMAT, JEE, and board exams, etc. So, what is meant by Vedic mathematics? The term Vedic comes from the Sanskrit word Veda, that means knowledge. And Vedic maths is a super collection of sutras to solve math problems in faster and easy way. Vedic math, the ancient method of solving mathematic problems, was later discovered by Shankaracharya Bharati Krishna Tirthaji, who is known as the father of Vedic mathematics. Vedic mathematics works on certain principles that which helps to increase your mental calculation ability by simplifying the calculations with easy to understandable way. If you want to fall in love with numbers, just watch this video. In this video, you will learn 5 Vedic maths tricks that you can apply to solve your competitive exams in less time. Once you master these Vedic maths tricks, you don't need to depend on calculators for any big calculations. So, here are all the 5 Vedic math tricks that I was talking about. Finally, I would like to say you might find these tricks a bit complex or not easy. The method studied was different, but once you practice these tricks, will do a wonderful job when you start your calculation and practice a lot. Lesson 1, Addition in Vedic Maths. Adding a smaller number is easy, but when we come across with complex number, our hand moves near calculator obviously. Without using the calculator, I am going to explain how you can do it in just 5 to 10 seconds. As I said in my introduction part, now I am moving to lesson number 1, addition. So before moving to lesson number 1, addition, how to say about some of the important terms which are used in Vedic maths. The first one is Purvena. So Purvena is nothing but a preceding number. Okay, I am writing here, Purvena is nothing but preceding number. So preceding number is nothing but the previous number. Okay. So preceding number is nothing but a previous number. If I take an example of 958, what is the preceding number of number 8? Preceding number is nothing but, I said already, the previous number. So the previous number of 8 is 5. Now, the second one, Paramitra number. So Paramitra number is nothing but a complementary number. Two numbers having a sum of 10 is called as a complementary number. So two numbers having a sum of 10 is called as complementary number. Now I'll take an example. See, if I take 2, number 2. If somebody asks what is a complementary of 2, then you have to say, see, I already said two numbers having a sum of is 10. So two numbers means the first number is 2. That is a number which is in our question. So I need to get sum as a 10. So you have to add here 8. So when you add 8 to 2, you will get a sum as 10. So the complementary of 2 is 8. So 8 is the complementary of 2. I'll take one more example. Take 4. Here you need to get the sum as 10. So which number has to add it for 4 to get the sum as 10? So I have to add here 6. Therefore, the complementary of 4 is a 6. So this complementary of a number is very important in Vedic maths. I'll take one more example. I'll take 3. So you need to get the sum as 10. So 7 should be added to 3. Then you will get the sum as 10. Therefore, complementary of 3 is 7. Come to the third one, that is Charam digit. So Charam digit in Vedic maths is nothing but a unit digit. So if I take an example 963, then 3 will be the unit digit. So in Vedic maths we call it as a Charam digit. Now come to the fourth one, Niglam digit. Except the unit digit, all the other numbers are the Niglam digits. Okay, I'll take same example 963. See here 3 is a unit digit, that is nothing but the Charam digit. So except 3, whatever the numbers are remaining here, they are called as Niglam digits. Okay, and the last one is Param digit. The digit 9 is called as Param digit. So always the number 9 or the digit 9 is called as Param digit. So all these terms are very important in Vedic maths. We'll move to the addition part now. Okay. So addition is the most basic mathematical operation that everyone knows, right? So there are few techniques that I am going to say about here. How to make the calculation very simpler, that you can do it in mentally. Okay. See, memory versus calculation. So in fact actually in arithmetic, so more you can memorize, the less you can do the calculation. So everyone knows it. So whenever you memorize more, the calculation part will become less. See, that means you need to study about the numbers. So number is a magic always, okay. You need to learn how to count first. So counting is a basic thing here. So I strongly recommend the parents of the children of age between 5 to 10. See, once again I am saying the children are of the age between 5 to 10. It has to be learned by the children or any of the students. The first thing is a basic counting. If they know the basic counting between 1 to 100 in the early age, then it will become very easy for them how to make the calculation mentally. See, in Vedic maths we know no need to make the calculation using pen and paper. So mental is a very important thing. Mental calculation is very important here. Okay? Yes. Now, calculation means how to count the numbers. How to count the numbers. Your calculation should start from here. Listen. When I add 9 to 1, the sum is 10. As already said, you need to learn the sums up to 10 only. Okay? And 2 plus 8 is equal to 10. 3 plus 7 is equal to 10. 4 plus 6 is equal to 10. 5 plus 5 is equal to 10 and vice versa. Okay? See, this is the logic whenever you are going to make an addition. See, whenever I am seeing a number, just if I say 3, then you should know if you add 7 to 3, then you are getting 10. If I say 6, yes, I have to add 4 to 6, so I am getting the sum as 10. If I say 8, I have to add 2 for 8, then I will get the sum as 10. If I say 9, I have to add 1 to get the sum as 10. So like this it has to go. So the basic things you all know, that is when you add 3 plus 6, you will get the sum as 9. So mentally you have to do all these things. So if I take a bigger number, I'll take 7 plus 5. You have to go for this logic. Means whenever I am adding a number to 7, I have to get the sum as a 10. Right. So I'll take 3 from here. I'm taking 3 from 5 so that I'm getting a sum as 10 and write whatever the remaining number is there. If I take 3 from 5, the remaining number is 2. Sum is 12. We'll practice with some more numbers. Okay. I'll take 9 plus 4. You need to add these two numbers. Okay. So whenever you are seeing the first number, the sum of the two numbers should be always 10. See, I have to get here 10. Means you have to take 1 from here. 9 plus 1 is equal to 10 and the remaining number is here 3. So 10 plus 3 is equal to 13. Answer is 13. We'll take one more number, 8 plus 5. You need to get the sum as a 10 here. So I'll take 2 from here. So 8 plus 2 is equal to 10 and the remaining number is here. From 5 you are taking 2. So 5 minus 2 is a 3. So answer is 13 here. We'll take some more numbers. 7 plus 4. 7 plus 4. I'll take 3 from 4. So 7 plus 3 is equal to 10. Remaining number is here 1. Why? Because 4. You are taking 3 from 4. So remaining number is 1 here. So 10 plus 1 is 11. I will take some more numbers. 6 plus 5. Have to get sum as 10 here. Means you have to take 4 from 5. So 6 plus 4 is equal to 10 and the remaining number is 1 here because you have taken here from 4. So plus 1 is 11. And just close your eyes. I'll tell some more numbers and you need to calculate it. Okay? Yes. Let's start. 8 plus 6. 7 plus 7. 9 plus 5. 8 plus 6. Hope you all have got the answer. Okay. Now we'll see how to add the numbers when the numbers are in the form of list. Okay? Yes. 7, 5, 4, 6, 8, 9, 5 and 7. See. So in our conventional method, we studied that we have to start adding from top to bottom. Means 7 plus 5 is 12. So 12 plus 4 is 16. 16 plus 6 is 22. 22 plus 8 is 30. 30 plus 9 is 39. Means you have to memorize the huge numbers. Means you have to carry the huge numbers from one to another number. But in Vedic maths, no need to memorize or no need to remember the huge numbers. I have already said you need to add or the sums up to 10 is more than enough. Okay? So in Vedic maths, you have to start adding from bottom to top. And that is the logic here. So we'll see how to add numbers. 7 plus 5 is 12. Okay, I am writing here 7 plus 5 is 12 and I have taught you how to add the numbers. Okay, so 7 plus 5 is 12. I am writing here 12 and just remember these two. Okay, and whatever we are omitting here 1, you have to take this in the form of a star and you have to write beside this number. Okay, so once again I am saying whenever you are adding these two numbers, when the number exceeds 10 or 10, then you have to remember the unit digit and you have to omit this one. Whatever you are omitting here and you have to take that number as in the form of star and you have to write besides this number. So that I am taking this 2 because I am taking this as a unit digit and I take this 2 and I am going to add this to here. And whatever I have omitted here, 1, take it in the form of star and put a star here. And this is the logic. Now add these two numbers. 9 plus 2 is 11 again. I am getting 11. Okay. And omit this one and remember this one. So add that 1 to here. And whatever I have omitted here, just take it in the form of a star here. Now, 8 plus 1, it's 9, single digit. So no need to vomiting or taking the unit digits and all. So 8 plus 1 is 9. Just remember 9. 9 plus 6 is 15. So 9 plus 6. Take 1 from 6. Remaining is 5. 9 plus 1, 10. Plus 5 is 15. So again 15 you are getting. Omit this one and take this 5 here. Okay. And that should be added here. And put a star here. 5 plus 4, 9, again single digit, so no need to carry over and all. Again you are getting 9, 9 plus 5 is 14, okay, so put a star, you are getting 4, and that should be added to here. So 7 plus 4, 7 plus 4 is 11, right, you are getting as 11, so whatever the unit digit you are getting here, right here, and put a star here. Now start to count the stars. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And right here. Answer is 51. Now we'll practice 2-digit addition. I have written here some of the questions. So let's start from the first question. Okay. You have to add 75 and 26. So we'll use the same method. Okay. So first you need to add from bottom to top. So either you can go from left to right or right to left. Okay, anything it will be. So I'll start from this column. Okay, so 6 plus 5, 6 plus 5 is 11. Okay, you are getting 11, 2-digit number which has crossed to 10. So whenever the number crossing 10, see, when I am adding these two numbers I am getting 11. So remember this 1. And you don't have any other numbers above this number. So no need to add. So just write this unit digit 1 here itself. And whatever you have omitted here 1, take it in the form of star and write besides 5. Now come to the remaining column. 7 plus 2 is 9. It's a single digit number, so directly you can write the number. Now you have to add this star. Don't forget to add this star. And this is the important thing. This is the basic thing here. Okay. Now leaving the unit place. See, remember always you have to leave the unit place. See, this place is called as unit place. Unit place, 10th place, 100th place, 1000th place. So this is a unit place. You have to leave this place. Okay, and write this star. How many stars are there? Write the number as it. See here I am having only 1 star, so I write 1 here. If you are having 2 stars, write 2. If you are having 3 stars, write 3. But here I am having only single star, so I will write 1. And you should add this. So 1 as it is, 9 plus 1, 10. See, answer is 101. Now come to second question. 9 plus 3, 9 plus 1, 10, 2 is remaining here. So 10 plus 2 is 12. So 9 plus 3 is 12. I am not going to write here, directly I am writing 12. In 12, 2 is a unit digit and write 2 here. And you have omitted 1 and put a star here. Again 9 plus 2 is 11. Okay, so directly write 11 because you don't have any other number above this. So you can directly write 11. Now leaving the unit place, see how many stars are there. Here I am having only 1 star, so I will write here 1. So just add all these things. 2, 1 plus 1 is 2, and 1 it is 1. So answer is 122. Now come to the third question. 6 plus 4. 6 plus 4 is 10 here. Okay, so again the number crossed to 10. So put a star here. 6 plus 4 is 10. 0 is the unit digit. In the place of unit digit 0 is there. So write 0 as it is. So you have omitted 1 and put it in the form of a star and write besides 4 here. Now 9 plus 6. Again you have to add 9 and 6. 9 plus 6 is 15 because take 1 from here which will become 10. 10 plus 5 is 15. This is how you have to make the calculation. So 15 you are getting, write 15 and see how many stars are there. Here I am having only 1 star. So leaving the unit place, write 1 here and add all these. So 0, 5 plus 1, 6, for 1 it is 1. Answer is 160. Now come to the last question. 7 plus 5 is 12, write 2, 12, 1 is there. right, put a star here. 6 plus 4, 10, directly write to 10 and leave the unit digit place, and only one star I am having here. So 2, 1, 1. Yes. So now we will move to addition of 3 digits. Yes. So come to the first question. 9 plus 1 is a 10, unit digit is 0. In 10, unit digit is 0. So write 0. We have omitted 1 here, so put a star. 7 plus 2, 9, again a single digit, so you can directly write the answer. So 4 plus 0, 4. So directly you can write the answer. Leave the unit digit place and write number of stars. You are having only 1 star. So 0, 9 plus 1, 10. 1 you have to carry out here. So 4 plus 1, 5. Now come to this one. 9 plus 2 is 11. Write 1 and put a star. 8 plus 5 is 13. So 13, 3 is any digit. So write 3 here and put a star. 8 plus 0 is 8. Leaving the unit place, write the number of stars. Here you are having single star, write 1. And again here you are having single star, write 1. Now add all these things. So for 1 it is 1, 3 plus 1, 4, 8 plus 1, 9. Come here. 7 plus 5 is 12, put a star and write to 2. 8 plus 2, 10, put a star and write 0. 6 plus 2, 8. Now start writing the number of stars, put a for 1 single digit and single digit and add all these two. So 2, 1, 8 plus 1, 9. 912. And it's your turn to add these two examples. And please try this. Here I have taken the complex number. Just glance these numbers, and the numbers are in the form of uneven columns here. See, here I have taken 227, 684, 5048 in the form of hundreds and thousands. So how we can make the calculation over here? So same logic you have to apply here. Start from this column here. Okay. So from bottom to top. So 4 plus 8 is 12. Put a star. 2 is remaining. So 4 plus 2 is the 6. 6 plus 7 is 13. So put a star and write 3. Again 7 plus 4 is 11. Put a star. 1 is there. 8 plus 1, 9. Single digit. 9 plus 2 is 11. So put a star, write 1. Come to this column. So 5 plus 6, 11. Put a star. 1 is there. So 2 plus 1, 3. And write here. So 5 plus 3, 8. Now leave the unit digit place and start counting number of stars. So 1, 2. Write 2 here. In this column, 1, 2. Right here. And this column, only 1. And here, no stars. Now add all these things. For 3 it is 3. 2 plus 1, 3. 3 plus 2, 5. 8 plus 1, 9. Answer is 9533. Now, come to this question. But this question is in the form of decimals. Okay, a little bit tough question. Okay, we'll start doing this. Start from here. Okay, so whatever the question might be, always you have to start from this column. So 5 plus 5, 10. Put a star and write this here. 5 plus 2, 7. 7 plus 7, 14. Put a star. 4 is there. So 5 plus 4, 9. Come to this column. 8 plus 5, 13. Put a star. 3 is there. 3 plus 3, 6. 6 plus 1, 7. 7 plus 6, 13. Put a star. 3 is there. 3 plus 3, 6. Again 6 plus 7, 13. Put a star and write 3 here. Now come to this column. 5 plus 1, 6. 6 plus 2, 8. 8 plus 7, 15. Put a star and 5 is there. 5 plus 1, 6. Come to this column. 7 plus 3, 10. Put a star. 6 plus 3, 9. Now 2 plus 5 is 7. Now start to see the number of stars. Leave this place. Single star is there, write 1. Single star is there, write here. So there is no confusion over here. So whatever the stars are there, go on writing in this way. Okay. Now count number of stars, 1, 2, 3, and write here 3. And here count number of stars, here only single star, write 1. And here only 1. So 0, 9 plus 1 is 10. 1 extra carry over here. So I am writing here 3 plus 1 4, 4 plus 1 5, 6 plus 3 9, 9 plus 1 10. So 7 plus 1 8 plus 1 9. So 9095.00 will be your answer. Lesson 2, Subtraction. In subtraction, without borrowing is easy to calculate, but when borrowing question is there, then we used to borrow from another side and then we start to calculate. But in Vedic maths, there is no question of borrowing. Without using pen and paper, you can get the answer easily. So we'll move to lesson number 2, that is subtraction in Vedic maths. So before going to Vedic maths, I'll show you how we are doing subtraction in our conventional method. So conventional method is nothing but our school method. Okay. So in subtraction there are two types. They are nothing but with borrowing and without borrowing. See. First I'll take without borrowing. Okay. We'll start with an example. For example, I'll subtract 12 from 34. Okay. So such an easy question it is. So you have to subtract this 12 from 34. So we can use starting subtraction from right to left here. So 4 minus 2 is 2 and 3 minus 1 is 2. Answer is 22. This is the easiest way. So now I'll take with borrowing. You have to subtract 14 from 32. Now it seems to be difficult. Why? Because here we are having a smaller number and here we are having a greater number, which is not possible to subtract, right? So what we have done in our previous method, we used to subtract from left to right, right? So we have to borrow 1 from here to here. Means when I borrow 1, which will become 12, and I have to subtract 12 and 4 here. So 12 minus 4 is 8. When I borrowed from here to here 1 number less, means 2 minus 1 is 1. Answer is 18. Okay. So this is our school method. So now I am going to tell you how to do a subtraction in Vedic maths in just a fraction of a second. Okay. So let's see. So in Vedic maths there are so many methods for doing a subtraction, and now here I am going to tell you about one method. That method is known as base complement method, and this is the easiest way to find or can do a subtraction using Vedic maths or base complement method. Okay. So before going to this method, you should know what do you mean by base and what do you mean by complement. Okay. So base are the numbers which are starting with 1 followed by zeros. Okay, so base are the numbers which are starting with number 1 followed by zeros. They are nothing but, see I am writing here 10. See, starting with number 1 and followed by a single zero, or 100 or 1000, etc. So these numbers are called as base. Okay, next. What is complement? So now, what is complement? Number obtained by subtracting the number from its nearest base is called as a complement. Okay, I'll show you how to get a complement of a number. If I take a single digit number, see This is a single digit number. For all single digit, the base is always 10. For all double digit numbers, the base is always 100. For all 3-digit number, base is always 1000. Like that you have to do. Okay. So this is a single digit number. See, you should get a base as a 10. That means which number has to be added to number 1 to get the base as a 10. Right? So when you add 9 to 1, you will get the base as 10. Similarly, for 2, base is 8. See, when you add 8 to 2, you will get the base as 10. Similarly, for 3, base is 7. For 4, base is 6. When you are adding these two numbers, you will get the base as 10. Okay? And similarly, for 5, base is 5 itself. 5 plus 5, 10. Similarly, for 6 is 4. 7 it is 3. For 8 it is 2. For 9 it is 1. If you want, I can write here. For 6 it is 4. For 7 it is 3. For 8 it is 2. And for 9 it is 1. So these numbers are called as complement of a number. I'll go with the same example. Just listen. 32 minus 40. Same example. Okay. So in our previous method, we have done subtraction started from right to left. But here I am doing from left to right as it is. Okay. Just listen. You have to subtract 3 minus 1. 3 minus 1 is 2. But it is not possible to subtract 4 from 2. Why? Because 4 is a greater number and 2 is a smaller number. So what you can do? So whenever you can see this type, just write one number less. If it is 2, just write 1. If it is 4, write 3. If it is 6, write 5. So one number less. Now concentrate on this number 4. What is the complement of 4? See, and it is said complement of 1 is 9, complement is 9, complement of 2 is 8, complement of 3 is 7, complement of 4 is 6, complement of 5 is 5. Now I am saying about this number 4. What is the complement of 4? Complement of 4 is 6. And just add that 6 to this number. So 6 plus 2 is 8. See? Without using pen and paper, directly I can get the answer. Yes. Here I have taken 3-digit number subtraction. Okay. Let's start from left to right. 5 minus 1 is 4. See here 2 and 8 is there. We cannot subtract 8 from 2. Why? Because 8 is a greater number, 2 is a smaller number. So what we can do? Just write one number less from 4, that is 3. And concentrate on this number. What is the complement of 8? See, complement of 8 is 2. Add to here. 2 plus 2 is 4. Now again we cannot subtract 9 from 4. Because 9 is a greater number, 4 is a smaller number. Just write one number less, that is 3. What is the complement of 9? Complement of 9 is 1 and add it to here. So 4 plus 1 is 5. Answer is 335. And now here I am in the last example, which is such a big number. Okay, let's see how to subtract this number. 8 minus 3 is 5. Yes, we can subtract 2 from 9. So 9 minus 2 is 7. Again, 5 minus 4 is, of course, 5 minus 4 is 1. You can easily subtract. But here, we cannot subtract 5 from 1. So what we can do? Just cross it and write one number less. What is the complement of 5? Complement of 5 is 5. Add it to here. So 5 plus 1 is 6. And here again, we cannot subtract 6 from 2. Right? So just write one number less. Is 5. What is the complement of 6? Complement of 6 is 4. Add it here. So 4 plus 2 is a 6. Write it here. Again, we cannot subtract 1 from 0. Again, write one number less and see what is the complement of 1. Complement of 1 is 9. Add it here. 9 plus 0 is 9 again. And we can easily subtract 7 from 2. So 7 minus 2 is 5. So what will be our answer? 5, 7, 0, 5, 5, 9, 5. Number 3, multiplication. Suppose you want to multiply 91 into 92, then you think this calculation is not meant for us and you just leave the question. But I say multiplication is very easy when you study the Vedic maths. You can complete multiplication in just 2 seconds. So let's see how you can reduce your calculation using Vedic math trick from our video. Let's move for lesson number 3, that is multiplication in Vedic maths. Okay. So here I'll take a multiplication method is nothing but vertically crosswise pattern. Okay. So before directly moving to the example, I'll show how you can diagrammatically represent these numbers. Okay. See. Step number 1. So I'll take 2-digit multiplication here. Okay, remember it is a 2-digit multiplication. So in step 1 I'll take 2 digits. Digit number 1 and digit number 2. Digit number 1 and digit number 2. So in step 1 you have to multiply in vertical way, means you have to multiply these two numbers. Okay. Step number 2, I'll take same 2 digits. So in step 1 you have multiplied these two numbers. In step number 2 you have to multiply in crosswise pattern, means you have to multiply these two numbers and these two numbers. So when you are multiplying these two numbers, whatever you are getting, I will take an example as A. Okay. So whatever you are getting answer here, just take it as A, and whenever you are multiplying these two numbers, whatever the answer you are getting, take it as B, means you have to add these two numbers and you have to take the answer. Okay. Yes. Next. Step number 3. Same 2 digits. And here you have to multiply the remaining two numbers in a vertical way, means these two numbers. So this is the diagrammatical representation of 2-digit numbers. Yes. Let's move with an example, simple example. Example number 1. So you have to multiply 31 and 12. Okay. So whenever you are seeing a multiplication question, you have to write the question in this pattern always. So if you are using Vedic maths, then you have to follow this pattern. Okay. So step number 1. Take the digits 31 and 12. What step number 1 says? You have to multiply these two numbers in vertical way. Means you have to multiply these two numbers. So 1 into 2 is equal to 2. Write the answer here. Now step number 2. Write the same digits 31 and 12. What step number 2 says? So you have to multiply in a crosswise way. Okay. First you have to multiply these two numbers. 3 2s are 6. So I am writing here 3 2s are 6. Then multiply these two numbers. 1 into 1. So 1 into 1 is equal to 1. And add these two numbers. Because here you are getting two numbers. So whenever you are getting two numbers, just add that two numbers. Okay. So 6 plus 1 is 7. So write 7. It should be in middle. Because I already taken 2 here in this side. Now step number 3. Same numbers 31 and 12. See step number 3 here. You have to multiply the vertical way of the remaining digits. So 3 into 1. So 3 into 1 is equal to 3. And write 3 here. Now combine all these numbers. So the final answer is 372. Let's move for example number 2. Okay, let's multiply. We take 45 and 29. Okay, you have to multiply 45 and 29. So write in this pattern. So 45 and 29. So step number 1 says you have to multiply these two numbers. 9 5s are 45. See? 9 5s are 45. Write the unit digit 5 and keep it in mind this 4. Okay. Now, in crosswise pattern, see step number 2, crosswise pattern. Means you have to multiply 9 and 4 first. 9 4s are 36 plus 5 2s are 10. So 36 plus 10 46, 46 plus 4 50. So write the unit digit 0 and carry this 5 to the next column. Now step number 3, multiply these two digits. So 4 2s are 8. 8 plus 5 is 30. So directly write 30. So answer is 1305. We'll go for another 2 examples. Okay. Example number 3. You have to multiply 82 and 28. So without seeing the steps, we'll do directly this problem. Okay. So multiply 2 and 8. So 8 2s are 16. So write 6 and carry this one. Now crosswise. 8 8s are 64 plus 2 2s are 4. 64 plus 4 68 plus 1 69. So write this 9 and carry this 6. And step number 3, multiply these two numbers. 8 2s are 16. So 16 plus 6 is 22 and directly write 20. Answer is 2296. Yes. Now example number 4. Here you can see the double digit and a single digit number. What we can do, right? So whenever you can see a double digit and a single digit number, just add 0 so that it will become double digit. Okay. Now start multiplying. 9 9s are 81. So write 1 and carry this 8. 9 9s are again 81 plus 9 0 0. 81 plus 8 is 89. Write 9 and carry this 8. 9 0 is 0. So 8 plus 0 again 8. So answer is 899. Number 4. Square of a number. Many students found remembering a square of a number is very difficult. If it is 3 digits, then they will not give the answer. But I say a fraction of second you can get the square of a number. Yes. In lesson number 1 you have studied addition, lesson number 2 you have studied subtraction, and lesson number 3 you have studied multiplication. And this is lesson number 4, and here you are going to see how to find a square of a number using Vedic maths. So usually someone says you should know to find the square of a number you should know the numbers between 1 to 50, and it's compulsory. But according to me, you need not to study the square of a numbers between 1 to 50. If you studied 1 to 9, it's more than enough. Let's see how to find a square of a number. Okay, just believe it. See, I already said you should know the square of numbers between 1 to 9 and write it in the board. So 1 square is 0 1. So whenever you are writing a single digit number, you should write a double digit number. Okay, if you see a single digit number, then you have to write a double digit number. Then 2 square is 0 4. It's not just a 4, it is 0 4. Okay, 3 square is 0 9. 4 square is 16. 5 square is 25. 6 square 36. 7 square 49. 8 square 64. And 9 square is 81. Okay, let's take an example. Okay? Example number 1. So we have to find 34 square root. Okay. Step number 1. In 34 square, bifurcate these two numbers. Okay, means you have to find first 3 square, then how to find a 4 square. 3 square is not 9, it is 0 9. See, I mentioned here, it's 0 9. 0 9. 4 square is a 16 and make it together. Now, step number 2.
Multiply these two numbers. 3 and 4 means you are getting 3 fourths of 12. This is step number 2. Step number 3. Whatever answer you are getting here, double it. So if you want to double it, you can multiply by 2. So 2 and 2s are 24. And step number 4. Whatever the answer you got in step number 1, write as it is 0916 I got here, and leaving the unit space or unit place. See, this is the unit place, 10th place, 100th place and 1000th place. So you have to leave this unit place, okay? And write whatever the answer you got here, 24. See, I am writing here. So be careful while writing this 24, okay? You have to leave the unit place and then have to start write the answer. Now add this, okay? For 6 and 5, 1 and 1. 34 square is nothing but 1156. We'll solve some more examples. I have written here 2 to 3 examples. Yes, let's start. How to do this problem, okay? So 78 square. As I said, bifurcate these two numbers means you have to get 8 square and 7 square. So 8 square is a 64 and 7 square is 49. Okay? Multiply 7 and 8. 7 8s are 56. 7 into 8, 56. And double it. 56 plus 56. 112. Leaving the unit place, write the answer 112 and add this. See, within a fraction of a second I got the answer here. Come, let's go to this one. 109 whole square. Bifurcate the numbers 10 square and 9 square. Okay, so 9 square is 81, 10 square is 100. Okay, now multiply these two numbers. 10 9s are 90, double it, 180. Leaving the unit space, write this answer. So 18811. Let's go for a complex number, 378 whole square. And here you have to find the square of these two numbers, 37 square and 8 square. If you know 37 square answer, it's better. If you don't know how to find out 37 square, then you can easily find out 37 square in our previous method. See, 37 square. 3 square, have to first find out, then have to find out 7 square. So 7 square is 49, 3 square is 09, and multiply that two numbers, 7 3s are 21 you are getting, and double it, 42. So leaving the unit space, write here. So 9, 6, 1 3 6 9 5. So write here 1 3 6 9 and 8 square is a 64. Then what you have to do? Multiply these two numbers, 37 and 8. Multiply 37 into 8. If you find it's difficult to find out 37 into 8, then first multiply 30 into 8, then multiply 7 into 8. 240, 56. Means 296. Getting the answer is 296. Okay? Double it. 296. 296 plus 296. So 592 you are getting. So leaving the unit space, write 592 and add this. See, 142884 is our answer. If you want, you can check it in calculator. Yes, you learned how to find square of a number. Now by using this timer, how to find out the answer. Okay, I'll give the question and it's your turn to find the answer. Okay, yes. And we'll take 72 whole square, and your time starts now. Yes, do it. Hope you have got the answer. Okay, yes, let's do it together. I'll keep it here. 7 square and 2 square. 2 square is 0, 4, 7 square is 49, 7 2s are 14 and double it 28 and add it here. So 4, 8, 1, 5. See, 5 and 8, 4. I have taken just 2 seconds to get this answer.
Number 5. Cube of a number. In finding cube of a number, here you need to remember one simple maths formula so that easily you can find cube of a number.
Here I am with lesson number 5 where you can learn how to find cube of a number. So most of the students find difficult to get the cube of a number. Why? Because see, if I ask to find cube of a number, means cube of 12. So what you will do? First you will multiply 12 into 12. 2 times you will multiply. So after you are getting the answer, again you are going to multiply by 12 and finally you are getting the answer. And now here I am with the simple logic to find cube of a number. So before moving to this topic, it's better to know if you know the cube of a number between 1 to 30. So in Vedic maths already said if you know the square or cube between 1 to 9 is more than enough. Okay? Yes. So let's write cube of a number. 1 cube, 1, 2 cube is 8, 3 cube is 27, 4 cube is 64, 5 cube is 125, 6 cube is 216, 7 cube is 343, 8 cube is 512 and 9 cube is 729. And remember, there is no exception. Okay? You have to study the cube of numbers between 1 to 9. Okay? Before moving to the example, you need to learn one formula. That formula is nothing but a cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube. We all know this formula. This formula is nothing but a plus b whole cube. Okay? And I have taken here to find a cube of a number. So using this formula, you have to get the answer for cube of a number. So 3a square b can be written as, see, a cube plus a square b plus ab square plus b cube, 2a square b plus 2ab square. See, this is one and same. If you add these two, you will get same answer, 3a square b. Okay? Because in this way I have to get the answer. I'll start with an example. Say example number 1. Okay? Let's take 12 cube. You have to find out 12 cube. Here, value of a is equal to 1 and value of b is equal to 2. See, value of a is equal to 1 and value of b is equal to 2. I will take this formula here. Okay, so a cube means 1 cube. 1 cube. Next, a square into b means 1 square into 2. Next, a into b square means 1 into 2 square. 1 into 2 square. And finally, b cube means 2 cube. Okay. See, I have taken this formula and directly applying these numbers to this formula. A cube means 1 cube, a square into b means 1 square into 2, a into b square means 1 into 2 square, and b cube is nothing but 2 cube. See, I'm writing the answer here. 1 cube means here 1. 1 square into 2. 1 square means 1 into 1 means 1. 1 into 2 is 2. 1 into 2 square. 1 into 2 square. 2 square means 4. 4 into 1 means 4. And 2 cube, see here, check it, it's 8. Okay? Now, and see, here you can see 2a square b plus 2ab square. Okay? I am not using here these signs. Okay? Just erase that signs. Okay? So instead of writing this, I directly double these numbers. That is 1 and same. 2 square doubling 2 is 4. 4 doubling 4 is 8. 4 plus 4 8. Now add all these numbers. For 8 it is 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. I am getting unit digit as 2 and I have to carry that 1 to here. So 4 plus 2 is 6 plus 1 is a 6 plus 1 is a 7. And this one. Answer is 1, 7, 2, 8. Yes. Let's go for one more complex problem. Okay, 42 cube. So if you remember this single line, this is more than enough. Okay, a cube, a square b, ab square, b cube. Okay, yes, 42 cube. Here a is equal to 4 and b is equal to 2. A is equal to 4 and b is equal to 2. Okay, a cube means 4 cube. See here, 4 cube is nothing but 64. I'll write here 64. Then a square into b. Here a is 4. 4 square. 4 square is 16. 16 into 2 is 32. Right, 32. Next, a into b square. 4 into 2 square. So 4, 2 square is 4. So 4 4s are 16. Then 2 cube, 8. What is the next step? You have to double these two numbers. So doubling 32 you are getting 64 and doubling 16 you are getting 32. Now add all these numbers. Okay, for 8 it is 8 itself. 16 plus 32 is 48. I am writing here only 8 means a unit digit and I carry this 4 here. Okay, next 64 plus 32 is 96. 96 plus 4 is 100. Again I am writing the unit digit. I am taking 10 here. 64 plus 10 is 74. So our answer is 74088.
Leave your comment in comment box and let us know if you have found these tricks to be useful or not. You can subscribe to our channel for more such amazing posts.
न हि ज्ञानेन सदृशं पवित्रमिह विद्यते तत्स्वयं योग संसिद्धः कालेनात्मने विन्दति. IRCMD ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಪುತ್ತೂರು 2010ರಿಂದ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ, ದೂರ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ, ಉದ್ಯೋಗ ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶನ, ಹೋಮ್ ಟ್ಯೂಷನ್, ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರವೇಶ ಪರೀಕ್ಷಾ ತರಬೇತಿ, ವೃತ್ತಿಪರ ಕೋರ್ಸುಗಳ ಪ್ರವೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ಅನುವು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡುವುದರಲ್ಲಿ IRCMD ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯು ಅಗ್ರಗಣ್ಯ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಎಂದು ಸಾಬೀತುಪಡಿಸಿದೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಿಂಗ್, PGCET, KMAT, KSRP, KSRTC, RBI, SSC, KPSC, SDA, FDA, ಕೋಆಪರೇಟಿವ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್, ರೈಲ್ವೆ ಹಾಗೂ ಇತರೆ ಸ್ಪರ್ಧಾತ್ಮಕ ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಸಮಗ್ರ ತರಬೇತಿಯನ್ನು ನೀಡಲಾಗುವುದು. ಸುಸಜ್ಜಿತವಾದ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ರೂಮ್ಗಳು, ಉತ್ತಮವಾದ ವಾತಾವರಣ, ಮಂಗಳೂರು ಹಾಗೂ ಇತರೆ ಪ್ರತಿಷ್ಠಿತ ಕಾಲೇಜುಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಉಪನ್ಯಾಸ ನೀಡುತ್ತಿರುವ ಅನುಭವಿ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ವೃಂದ, ಗ್ರಂಥಾಲಯದ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ, ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳ ಜೊತೆ ನಿರಂತರ ಸಂಪರ್ಕ, ಪ್ರತಿ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗೂ ವೈಯಕ್ತಿಕ ಗಮನ, ಕ್ಲಿಷ್ಟಕರ ಎನಿಸುವ ಗಣಿತದ ವಿಷಯಗಳಿಗೆ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಕಟ್ ಸೂತ್ರಗಳು, ವೇದಿಕ್ ಮ್ಯಾಥ್ಸ್, ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳಿಂದ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಕಾರ್ಯಾಗಾರ, 20ಕ್ಕೂ ಅಧಿಕ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಮತ್ತು ಆಫ್ಲೈನ್ ಮೂಲಕ ಅಣುಕು ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆಗಳು, ಉಚಿತ ಉದ್ಯೋಗ ನೋಂದಾವಣೆ, ಪ್ರತಿಭಾವಂತ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಹಂಟ್ ಸ್ಕಾಲರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆಯ ಮೂಲಕ ಉಚಿತ ತರಬೇತಿ ಇತ್ಯಾದಿಗಳು ನಮ್ಮ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ವೈಶಿಷ್ಟ್ಯತೆ. ಉಚಿತ ಉದ್ಯೋಗ ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶನದೊಂದಿಗೆ ವೃತ್ತಿಪರ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟ್ ಕೋರ್ಸುಗಳಾದ PGDCA, DCA, ಆಫೀಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಡಿಪ್ಲೊಮಾ ಇನ್ ಆಫೀಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್, ಟ್ಯಾಲಿ, GST, DTP, ಫೈನಾನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್, ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಫಾರಿನ್ ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್, ಅಕೌಂಟಿಂಗ್, ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸೆಲ್, ಸ್ಪೋಕನ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ತರಗತಿಗಳು ನಮ್ಮ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಲಭ್ಯವಿದೆ. ಉದ್ಯೋಗ ಮೇಳದ ಮೂಲಕ ಅನೇಕ ಉದ್ಯೋಗ ಆಕಾಂಕ್ಷಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಉದ್ಯೋಗ ದೊರಕಿಸಿಕೊಟ್ಟ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಿದೆ. ಇದಲ್ಲದೆ ಮುದ್ದು ಕಂದಮ್ಮಗಳಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ ನಡೆಸಲ್ಪಡುವ IRCMD ಮಗು ನಗು ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಫೋಟೋ ಸ್ಪರ್ಧೆ, ಯುವ ಮನಸ್ಸುಗಳಿಗೆ ಕಲಿಕೆಯ ಜೊತೆ ಶೈಕ್ಷಣಿಕ ಹಾಗೂ ಸಾಂಸ್ಕೃತಿಕ ಪ್ರವಾಸಗಳು, ಟ್ರೆಕ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಇತ್ಯಾದಿಗಳು ಆಯೋಜಿಸಲ್ಪಡುತ್ತವೆ. ದಾಖಲಾತಿಗಾಗಿ ಸಂಪರ್ಕಿಸಿ IRCMD ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್, ಹಿಂದೂಸ್ತಾನ್ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್, ನಿಯರ್ ಸಿಟಿ ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್, APMC ರೋಡ್, ಪುತ್ತೂರ್. ಮೊಬೈಲ್ 9632320477. IRCMD ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್, ಸ್ವಾಗತ್ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್, ನಿಯರ್ ಅರುಣಾ ಥಿಯೇಟರ್, ಪುತ್ತೂರ್. ಮೊಬೈಲ್ 9632320477. IRCMD ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್, ಅಶ್ವಿನಿ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸ್, ನಿಯರ್ ಪೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫೀಸ್, ಸವಣೂರ್, ಪುತ್ತೂರ್. ಮೊಬೈಲ್ 9632320477.